Okay, but it's my opinion. Hey y'all. So Travis Hunter and his fiancee Leanna Lenee went viral last weekend because of her reaction at the CU Buffs' last game. So I've been watching their relationship for about 2 years now, and I'm just going to give my opinion on their relationship and on what happened at the game. But first, some background. Travis Hunter is a football player from West Palm Beach, Florida, but he moved to Georgia in the 8th grade. His fiancee, Leanna Lenee de la Fuente, or known as Leanna Lenee on social media, is also from Georgia. They met while Travis was still a senior in high school and she was in college. Now, listening to that, don't go overboard, okay? She's only 2 years older than him. Initially, Leanna said that Travis wasn't her type, and we're going to get more into that later on, and I got some clips I want to show y'all. Leanna graduated from Kennesaw State University with a degree from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Unfortunately, I couldn't find what her degree was in, but here are a list of degrees offered from that college. I've seen their photos all over Instagram for a few years now, but I never knew how they got together or how they met. So during my research, I found an article that gave us a little background knowledge. It says it took the couple a few months to get together, but they started dating in February 2022. So essentially, Travis slid into her DMs and she left him undelivered for 2 months. When she did respond, she told him that she just wanted to be friends. So we need to keep that in the back of our mind. 1 month in, and none of this seems real to me. Take a look at the dates on the photos of them in Hawaii versus the date of the article. February 2022, the article. March 2022, they were in Hawaii, booed up. The caption says, "I want this forever, no probably," and that just screams opportunist to me.
Coach Prime will certainly have an incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field.
Blazing red flags. Unfortunately, I am not able to find that clip that happened before this. So basically, he had the ball, he was running with it, and he stopped himself from crashing into the cheerleaders because he was going so fast. Had he not stopped, he would have knocked down all three cheerleaders. And she thought that he was talking to or flirting with the cheerleaders. Someone on TikTok read her lips, and the first thing she said to him when he came over to hug her was, "I'm so done with all of this." Girl, you're lying. You're not leaving that man. He's paying for your life. Stop it. But this was his last college football game. He had 3 touchdowns, 116 receiving yards, and 11.6 yards per reception. I don't know a whole lot about football, but what I do know is from watching Well Off Media. What I do know about, though, is that her behavior was totally inappropriate, and now you have the entire world looking into y'all relationship and calling you a gold digger. You honestly brought it on yourself because you got to know how to conduct yourself. But right off the bat, I can tell that she's a very insecure, jealous woman. Take a look at his Instagram. I took a screen recording. He posts her from top to bottom. Now take a look at her Instagram page. She barely posts Travis. And some of y'all will say, well, maybe she just want to keep her relationship private. No, not necessarily. They have a YouTube channel and she started it. So she'll use Travis to make money on YouTube, but as far as posting him across her Instagram, that's not really a thing. Due to Leanna's inability to control her emotions, she caused them to go viral, and this was her response. She went on live and she gave us a rundown of their relationship rules, and I want y'all to take a look.
Oh, baby, the real rules. Since y'all think we fucking beef at a fucking game. Baby, you go. Rule number 1.
Rule number 1.
What's the rules we have in a relationship?
Rule number 1. Always talk in private if we have a problem with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my only rule.
No, it's not. That's not your only rule. I'm taking off my makeup. No, that's not our only rule. Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
And we don't greet people with the opposite gender.
No,
like
it's not that.
If it's like a say for instance, it's a waiter that's a female, Leanna talks to her. But if it's a dude, if it's a male that's a waiter,
He talks to him. That is true.
Yeah.
But it's only if like they're rude.
Yeah.
It's not like so like if a woman were to come up to Travis and only speak to Travis and ignore me, then it's like disrespectful. Yeah. If they come and they speak to him first and then they speak to me, like it's fine. But like we don't play that. Okay, I'm only talking to him. I'm not talking to her. Vice versa. He's only talking to me. He's not talking to him. That's a rule in our relationship. You can go next, baby.
Okay.
No, that was yours or mine?
That was yours. Rule number 3: no B word.
Well, don't call each other out our name. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't call each other out of our name.
It's a rule, though.
Yeah, it is a rule.
Okay.
My turn.
Yep.
The third, are we in third or fourth?
We're on 4th.
The fourth rule is we don't be alone with nobody of the opposite gender. Like I learned this from my pastor a long time ago. My pastor was married and he always said, even if he had like a girl, stop making that face.
Right.
If he like would have a female in the church or didn't like or anything like needed a prayer or something, he'd pray with the door. He'd pray with the door open or like he doesn't subject himself to being alone with a female. So we don't subject ourselves to being alone with anybody of the opposite sex. So that's a rule. He doesn't be alone with any female in any room unless like the door's open or something. And I, vice versa. I don't subject myself to being alone with a male. Okay, my next rule. We have each other's passwords to everything. We don't like hide. Even if we don't like get on it, we know each other's passwords. Like to literally everything.
I don't know every password. I'll be forgetting.
You're lying. You have it in your phone.
So she listed off 5 rules of their relationship, and I want to give my opinion. So number 1 is talk in private if we have a problem with something. She violated that because you brought up a problem at the game, his last college football game before he gets drafted, and you made his day about you. So if you're going to make up these rules, you need to follow them. Number 2, don't hug people of the opposite gender. I don't know if she means like you can't hug family members. I definitely know that she means you cannot hug female friends. So that just screams insecure to me. Number 3, don't call each other names. I don't have a problem with that. You shouldn't call each other names. There's no reason for that ever. Number 4, don't be alone with someone of the opposite gender. I agree. He's almost a pro athlete. You know, those allegations come quickly, and just one could ruin your entire reputation and even your career. So I don't have a problem with that. Number 5, have the passwords to everything. I don't like this idea because y'all are just y'all are fiancés, and I don't agree with this just yet, especially when it comes to money. I don't need you in my financial business, especially if I was a millionaire. So I don't agree with that. And then with social media, you're just looking for a problem at this point. There might be women sliding into his DMs, but there's no guarantee that he's going to act on that. I chopped up a video from their YouTube channel, and in between the clips, I'll be giving my opinion.
How did we meet? That's going to be the number 1 question everybody want to know.
Yeah. How did we meet? You want to tell the story?
No, because I'm going to tell all the tea.
Spill all the tea.
He was a friend.
I was in the friend zone.
Alright, now how did we meet, babe, for real?
What you mean how did we meet?
How did we meet, for real?
I shot myself on Instagram and she dubbed me.
And I didn't dub. I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months. And then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long ass
long time. Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zoned because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him.
Did y'all peep how she started playing with her hair? That's a sign that someone is nervous. So Travis slid into her inbox and she left him on delivered for 2 months. Okay, that's 60 days. And let's think about this. The reason that she didn't answer him because she probably looked at his profile and said, I don't think he's cute. Because you didn't talk to him. You don't have no personality traits to go off of. The only thing you have to go off of is how he looks on the outside. Eventually, she did open up his message and start communicating with him. But even after all of that, she still said, I wasn't into him. Now, you have to sit here and think, what made her change her mind? It must be the money.
And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself.
Again, he was a senior in high school and she was in college. You didn't have any friends from high school that you could have gone with. You hit up the guy that you ignored for 2 months.
So he was like, oh, I'll go with you. And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
She might have Travis fooled, but she does not have me fooled or anyone else on the internet. We see right through. This is game. We see right through it. Let me get this straight. So he slides into your inbox around, I want to say, late December 2021. And you leave him on red. You don't answer until, I don't know, sometime in February 2022. I'm just trying to piece together the timeline. And then March 2022, y'all are booed up in Hawaii and you saying you want this forever. You hit him up because you needed someone to go to the party with you. You didn't have any friends from high school. You didn't meet anyone in college that could have gone with you. You hit up Travis. And I know why you hit him up. This article is from 2022. It says, was Travis Hunter a 5-star recruit? Coming out of Collins High School, Hunter was considered a consensus 5-star recruit. Both 24/7 Sports and Rivals.com ranked him as the #1 recruit in his class, with ESPN slotting him at number 2. He was making the news. All eyes were on Travis Hunter. I don't remember what website I got this article from, but remember, he graduated high school in spring of 2022, and she graduated college in December 2022. Here are some of his stats from high school. It was a shoo-in that he was going to college on a scholarship, and with the rise of NIL deals, it was guaranteed that he was going to get paid.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like, we hung out the next weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during a week.
We was at Top Golf. That was our first day, Top Golf.
Yeah,
and then
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I had school the next day.
The next day. Because we went on a Sunday, facts.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
we
we
went on
Sunday.
Sunday?
And you had school on Monday. You had school the next day.
We did.
And then I had to drive him home. And I think it was past his curfew.
I didn't have no curfew.
I dropped him. Should we say, like, we were so close since the moment we met. Like,
left him undelivered for 2 months, and then y'all started talking for some undisclosed amount of time, and you still didn't like him, which means you didn't like his outer appearance and you didn't like his personality. You said I still wasn't into him. So now let's just call a spade, okay? And stop playing games. You found out about his potential, and that's why you decided to give him a chance.
we were
When
friends
I got in the car, she was
until
trying
that.
to fight me and all, but I ain't even meet her yet. How you gonna fight me and ain't even meet you yet?
But as soon as we like met in person, we just like instantly like chemistry.
So after all that time of initially getting to know each other, you still didn't like him, and all of a sudden you have a change of heart, and now you feel chemistry. Just say that you found out more information. Travis was very clearly infatuated with this woman, and in order to get closer to him and his money, because that money will change her life, she mirrored him. We need a psychologist to chime in on this.
Yeah.
And then
I know. Who said I love you first?
All of a sudden, she loves him. At the time, he was still a teenager, so he can't see the game that she's running. He's just happy that she accepts him.
I'll get out of the car and I'll be like, okay, bye, I love you. And then, but was acting. But like the first time I really said it, I don't know, I was kicking it with people. And then we was on the phone. I was focused, so I had to call him, and I was like, "Can you talk to me while I drive home?" And I was driving home, and he, I told him I loved him. I told him I was in love with him, and that's that.
Sweetie.
You know, once again, I just don't get it. You didn't like his personality. You wasn't attracted to him. Now all of a sudden you're in love with him. Mind you, I showed y'all those Instagram photos. 1 month in, she was like, "I want this forever." Really?
Whatever.
Oh, it said if I didn't play football, what would I do? What would I do? What else am I good at?
Fishing. He would fish.
I'll tell you what she wouldn't do. She wouldn't be with you if you weren't Travis Hunter, the elite athlete, okay? And especially if you were a fisherman, your message would still be on delivered to this day.
To this day! To this day!
When was our first kiss? The first night we met.
Literally the first night we met.
We was in love, I'm telling you. The first, like, literally the first link, we was just...
She was in love with a youngin'. Stop the cap.
I'm not even sorry, y'all. I just don't believe it. You didn't like this man. All of a sudden, I'm in love. And you kissed him the same night. She was laying it on thick. She's using her feminine charm to get this man roped in. Because already, he likes her more. He's infatuated with her. All she gotta do is give him a little bit, and she'll have him wrapped around her finger, as she do.
Would you guys ever get married?
Yeah.
Travis proposed back in February of this year, and the ring is absolutely gorgeous, okay? He has great taste, or she has great taste. One of them, I don't know. But the ring is absolutely beautiful. It doesn't say how many carats it is online, but it's about $100,000 or more. Here she is, smiling, showing off the ring. She's almost laughing to the bank. Just give it a few more months.
You just in it for the money, bro. I done interviewed her. First of all, I ain't never did an interview in my life, so I know you're cap. Second of all, I met him and he didn't have a dime to his name.
Hey, dog, why you gotta do me like that, dog? Why you gotta
When
throw
I
me in the
first
butt?
met him, he didn't have nothing. He lived with me in my place.
And I still live with her in her place.
Yeah.
We need to add nuance to this conversation. He was an athlete in high school. When you're an athlete in school, student athlete, what have you, you don't have time for a job. She was in college and had an apartment, probably off campus, so she had to have a job to pay for that apartment. So I consider him living with her a small investment for a lifetime of leisure.
Both equally.
Help out each other. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, we both do our own thing. We're not both just whatever.
That's why when y'all say stuff like that, we just laugh at it.
He laughs because he thinks it's funny. She laughs because she's hoping that he don't catch on to what she's doing. She may think that she's beating the gold digger allegations because of that little story she just told, but...
Not around here, partner. Not around here. Not around here. I ain't believing it, man. It's not moving me.
I'm not fooled, but it'll show in a matter of time. This video is already getting too long, but I was on their channel and they did want to have kids. If it's a boy and a girl, that's it for them. That's just two. And if it's two boys first, they're going to try for a third so they can have a girl. If it's two girls first, they'll try for a third so they can have a boy. Once she has those kids, it is over with. Checkmate. Okay? But I will be watching this relationship to see how it pans out. And let me know what y'all think down below. Do you think her behavior at the game was justified because she thought that he was talking to the cheerleaders? Do you think Leanna is a gold digger? Do you think Leanna genuinely loves Travis? Tell me what you think. I want to know. All right, bye.